Good morning again, children. Okay, lesson 2 of our prepositions lesson. Remember, we're doing a grammar lesson, but we're writing a really cool story, hopefully. And yesterday we spent some time learning about what prepositions are. Who can tell me what a preposition is? Yeah, it describes the position of something in time or place, doesn't it? And on this bottom sentence here, when we did our warm-up, we remembered that, or we learnt that the word into is a preposition. And the preposition here is a preposition of place, isn't it? Okay. We learnt that when we think about the word preposition, that we think of the suffix, the word position, and that'll help us remember what we're looking for when we're finding our prepositions. And then we had this big long list of lots of different prepositional words. After that, we practiced looking at what some of the prepositions were inside sentences. Against the door, to the post office, up the tree. And then I read a story out to you. I introduced you to my hero, Milo, the Queen, and the evil mouse. And you went off and selected 3 toys of your own. And you wrote a story plan. And you took some photos of your 3 toys to go inside the Google Doc that are attached for you. Today, I want you to write your own story. And I want you to think about all the fabulous writing skills that we've learnt this year. So write me a nice, shortish story, about 3 paragraphs, about something getting taken away by something evil, and then a hero coming along and rescuing that toy that's been taken away, whether it's in the past or in a different country, in a jungle, on a mountain, in a cave, wherever you want. So, pretty much almost, I've got to say, off you go and write your story. Don't forget all your fantastic grammar, all the punctuation, commas for pauses, full stops, exclamation marks, question marks. Don't worry too much about direct speech in this story, I don't think. I'm not too bothered about that because I don't want that to take away from what we're learning about. We're learning about using our prepositions. What you need to have whilst you write your story are those prepositions up so that you can use some, okay? And I'll make sure there's a copy of that one sheet of those prepositions for you to have so that you can make sure you've got lots included in your story. Okay? I'm tempted to say, off you go and write your story. It's there on the, I want it to be typed up on the Google Doc that I provided you with yesterday. So you need to go back into yesterday's assignment to find that piece of work. You shouldn't have turned it in yet because all you were doing was putting your photos on it. Before you go off to write it, I'm just going to show you my story that I've put into a Google Doc. And here it is. The Queen was trapped. The evil mouse had crept into her bedroom last night. Now, when I copied it into, there's a preposition, my Google Doc, it took out all the underlining. So I'm going to do that again and just do a few with you, just to try and remind you that we've got to get some prepositions into, I'm using that preposition again, our stories. Jumped on her bed. On is a preposition, I'm going to underline it. And seized her. He escaped through the window. Through is a preposition, I'm going to underline it. Climbing down a rose bush. Down is a preposition, I'm going to underline it. Onto again, I've got another onto. Onto his horse and away across the fields. These are all prepositions. He now had her imprisoned in his mouse castle. So either as you are writing your story, you could underline your prepositions, or maybe once you've finished each sentence or each paragraph, you could do it. Right, I'm going to go and underline the rest of mine. I've got my 3 pictures here, and you'll have yours in there already, hopefully. And don't forget, that you can change whether the pictures wrap around the text or in line with the text or break the text. Wrap means that you can throw them in anywhere, which is kind of cool. And you can size them to go smaller or bigger. And remember that if you click on them, you can copy them if you need more than one of your pictures, because I'm going to need more than one queen. The queen was trapped, so I actually don't need Milo there. I'm going to move him down here. Put the queen up. Oh, remember, I need to click on my wrap. And I'm going to make the queen a little bit smaller. And put the evil mouse. I'm going to click on that, the evil mouse, to wrap him. And let's make sure the text doesn't get all a little bit skew with. Maybe I'll put them right in the middle. There you go. I've got the two characters in between that first paragraph. Use enter a bit to go down there. And then I've got Brave Milo for this paragraph. And then I'll go down a little bit. If you want to make the text different, the font different, the size, or a different type of font, that's absolutely fine. A bit of color, I'm more than happy with that. And if you want to change the background just to a nice calm color, that's absolutely fine. Remember, control and click, and I can copy Milo there because Milo needs to feature in my next paragraph. And control and click, and I can paste another version. Oh, I don't want that. It does that sometimes, doesn't it? Try again. There we go. Milo going in a second time as he climbed the castle stairs, and I need the evil mouse in there. I'll go off and finish this off, underline some more of my prepositions whilst you write your story. Go write your story. Righty ho, have you written your story? I hope so. So I've just been playing around with mine. I've finished off all my underlining of all my prepositions. I've put all my pictures in the place that I wanted to. I've copied them and repeated them. Done it a bit like I did on my other one. There's another feature I found, because if you click on your picture, there's this little thing that will flip your picture around so that if your evil baddie gets turned upside down or knocked out, then you can flip him or her. I've changed the font a little bit, I've not made it any bigger. I've made it all fit on one page, actually. That's nice. And I've got my Milo and the evil queen below. So there you go. Lots of fun learning about prepositions. Remember, I want you to use that preposition sheet that I'll provide for you and underline all those prepositions. Check through your work, read it, make sure it makes sense. Read it to somebody, read it out loud, have some fun writing it and have some fun putting your pictures in. Let's get all those prepositions underlined. Remember, a preposition describes the position of something in time or place. Feel free to keep having a look through mine and get yours done. Once it's done, make sure you've read through it one last time and you can turn it in so that I can have a look at it and I can mark it. Okay. Finish your work off. Can't wait to read it. And don't forget our learning objective. All the way through this, we're learning about prepositions. What's a preposition? Well, it's a word that describes the position of a verb and a noun in time and place. Really helps us out in our sentence construction. Enjoy your writing, everyone.